Oh boy, that was a terrible loss, man. That was a terrible. I mean, just coaching malpractice, man. I feel like this lady is letting Dewana Bonner do this because of friendship or something. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but something is fishy and something is up. Let's see what Stephanie Bonehead White has to say in this post-game press conference. Do you guys think she's going to take any blame or any fault for this Indiana Fever loss? I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure she's going to say something stupid that's going to tick me off and irritate me. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a listen to what Stephanie White has to say. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Stephanie White, we're listening.
Were like three turnovers in a row that led to threes. Turnovers hurt us, and our lack of attention to detail defensively. I thought.
Oh my, bro. Oh my God, this lady in this turn, bro. Attention to detail, attention to detail. How many times as a head coach are you going to keep saying attention to detail? At what point does it fall on you to have the team's attention to detail? Like you keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over. You said attention to detail last game, 2 games before that. The game before that, you said attention to detail versus the Seattle Storm. You said attention to detail. Like, come on. I'm tired of hearing the same old rhetoric. The same old rhetoric from this lady, man. Attention to detail. How about your attention to detail? God, man, I can't deal with the lady, man.
You guys have. How did that affect you today, especially in that second quarter run in your half?
She's talking about turnovers. Yeah, we're going to have turnovers. You don't have the guards bringing the ball up. You got Aaliyah Boston bringing the ball up. You got Dewana Bonner bringing you got Natasha Howard bringing the ball up. You got Ariel Powers playing point. Like, what are you doing? Of course there's going to be turnovers. Of course.
Yeah, we turnovers certainly hurt us. I think there were like three turnovers in a row that led to threes. Turnovers hurt us, and our lack of attention to detail defensively. I thought our defense in the second half was outstanding, but it's got to be for 40 minutes, and it's got to be all 5. It can't just be 2 or 3, and then another 2 or 3 that aren't. It's got to be all 5. We got to be connected on both ends of the floor, and when you're trying to beat really great teams, you got to play. You don't have to play perfect, but you got to play pretty damn close. And
okay, being connected defensively. Yes, the players have to be on one accord defensively, but isn't it your job as a coach to make sure the players are on a string, to make sure everybody knows where they're supposed to be, and not only know where they're supposed to be, but out there executing it? Isn't that your job? And maybe they are doing what you're saying, but your game plan sucks. Maybe the game plan sucks, Stephanie White. Maybe your scheme isn't as good as you think it is. Maybe you need to adjust some things to the players you have available to you and stop just trying to do your same old, same old.
And we were still in position at the end to give ourselves an opportunity, and that possession where Kels hit a 3, we gave up 3 offensive rebounds again. Like, that can't happen.
Is there a way?
Let's be clear here. The players fought hard to get back in this game. We didn't never really have a chance of actually winning it. They kept us at an arm's distance. We didn't have a real chance of winning this game down the stretch. Knock it off. Who do you think you talking to? Do you think we stupid? Do you think we're dumb? We didn't have a chance of really winning this game down the stretch. They controlled this game from start to finish. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That you kind of, as the coaching staff, can stop those lapses, or is it kind of player-led when it's happening?
Okay, this is a good question. I want to hear this. She said, is there anything you can do as a coaching staff to stop those lapses, or is it strictly on the players? Let's hear this.
Kind of, as the coaching staff can stop those lapses, or is it kind of player led when it's happening?
I think you try to call timeouts to stop momentum. You try to call some things that can get us some good looks, try to address the problems in live action. But ultimately it's got to be executed on the floor.
Oh, she just threw the players under the bus. Oh, hey, Stephanie White. Nah, you are low down. You are low down. She said, well, yeah, we try to call timeouts. We try to draw things up, but ultimately it's just on the people on the floor. Wow. 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 Oh my God. She just blatantly threw them under the bus. Don't get it confused. She's thrown these players under the bus plenty of times this season. Plenty of times. This is one of the few times I actually heard a reporter, and I would shout you out if I knew who you was, for asking her, is this a coaching thing or a player thing? And she just blatantly said, it ultimately comes down to the people on the court. She just threw her players under the bus blatantly. Wow. Unreal.
And again, I mean, we're talking about, implementing 3 new players that are playing a lot of minutes for us.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the new players thing again. Here we go. Here we go with this again. The excuses. Odyssey Sims has been here for a while now. Okay? How long are you going to do this? How long are you going to do this, Stephanie White? Here we go with the excuses. This is crazy.
And so some of our defensive coverages are different, a little bit different, and making sure that they're attuned to what we're doing. And if we make adjustments, we got to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Oh my God, this lady is crazy.
Foul shots compared to
Yeah.
you guys did. How did that fouling impact the game you lost?
It always impacts the games.
And I guess throughout the stretch too, you've, especially in these past couple games, you talked about, just focusing on the next game up.
Mhm.
That's what, Kelsey mentioned too in
Yep.
the final stretch. Just how important is it to just keep your focus on the one specific game and not think about standing?
I think it's important because, we still control what we can control, right? We still control our destiny. We still have to make sure that we are playing the game that's in front of us. And I think oftentimes if you start to look too far ahead, you miss opportunities that are right in front of you. And so we got to be solely focused on our next opponent. Get some rest tomorrow, come back and get some work in on Thursday and get ready for Chicago.
Man, Stephanie White, you are a joke. You just flat out threw your players under the bus. That is insane. The same rhetoric over and over and over about attention to detail. And you flat out said, we do things as the coaching staff, like call timeouts and draw things up, yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, it's the players' fault. You literally just said that. That is sick. That's out of pocket, man. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share.